I've gotten myself into quite an argument over on LinkedIn with the tech bros about founder bragging rights and what they're worth. It all started when I saw this post from Jason Lemkin, who talked about some founders he knew who had a $1 billion exit, but they walked away with the same amount as they would have years earlier when they had an offer to buy their company for just $50 million. I was trying to point out how shocking it was that this founding team spent years generating another 950 million in value, and apparently they didn't get any of it. They spent years more building the company, but they still made the same amount as they would have with that earlier $50 million acquisition offer. So the only additional value that they got as founders were bragging rights. And I was asking in my post, what are those worth really? Well, the tech bros came out in full force to defend the predatory nature of venture capital deals and to normalize why investors, not the founders, deserved not just some, but all of that additional $950 million in value that the founders created. They said that the fact that the founders now have bragging rights to creating a unicorn and making a bunch of people very rich means it will be easier for them to raise more money in the future and make more money for investors. And some of them added that this is just how it works, and the fact that I'm questioning it and making a lot of noise about it just makes me sound like I'm naive. And they also added that for a lot of founders, it's about a lot more than making money. And I'm going to call BS on this because I live right in the middle of San Francisco and I hear the conversations in the cafes and on the street. And I can tell you that pretty much all they talk about is money, money, money. Yet somehow when it comes to this discussion, it's no longer about money. It's about pride of creating a unicorn and making a lot of rich people even richer. And don't get me wrong, investors are taking a lot of risk and they deserve to get paid, but you will never convince me that they deserve all of that additional 950 million in value that these founders created over quite a few years. Founders shouldn't have to pay for the fact that venture capitalists make so many bad bets that they need huge outsized returns on 2 out of every 10 deals. In other words, this lopsidedness is really a venture model problem, not a founder problem, which is why so many founders are choosing now to bootstrap their companies as long as they can, or build smaller, more sustainable businesses that they can exit for life-changing amounts of money without giving it all away to venture capitalists. I built and sold a $25 million company and I walked away with 13 million. And from what I'm hearing, founders who sell for several hundred million often walk away with less than I do if they raise venture capital. And that's a damn shame because I know full well how hard it is to build a company and all the personal and financial sacrifices that you have to make along the way. As an outsider looking in, I see the Silicon Valley venture capital ecosystem as total bizarro world. And these tech bros swarming my LinkedIn feed to trying to normalize it and convince me otherwise is just another proof point. Keep bootstrapping, everyone. You won't be sorry.